Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They start on the ground with Elliott. They find some open field here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball.
But get pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Inside give to Elliott. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Again, it's Elliott. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Throwing. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. 1st down, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Cowboys had 1-6 now. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Prescott now. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Now Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
From the gun, here's Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Fields.
Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Throwing again is Fields.
Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, he'll hand this off. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
One play action. Fields.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of his end zone, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
A first down carry by Elliott. And some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott,
his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are once again back in front.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Point after by Lambo, up and good. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
He's got room past the 30.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit.
Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now it's Fields. Complete to Mooney on the slant.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And maybe some indecision on what to do, and they're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And here's Trenton Gill on to punt.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw, Fields. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 3rd and 2, Fields. Throwing for Montgomery, he's got him on the out route. And he will have the Bears first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Fields now to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Here's Trenton Gill now.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
To throw is Fields.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Chicago!
Darnell Mooney,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Bears 14, Cowboys 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Here's Prescott. That'll be taken in there by James Washington.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Always got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Treston Ebner.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football?
And I think the ball's out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage, so fortunately they're able to hold on to the possession.
The fumble on 1st down now, here's 2nd down.
Prescott now, rolling to his right.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And he has his tight end. That's Wesco. Touchdown, Chicago!
Trevon Wesco,
31 yards.
And the Bears get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Cowboys 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A first down throw for Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. From the 40 now on second down. Prescott, and he fires one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Prescott yet again. And he'll find Washington. That's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
19 more yards. That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott.
He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Now Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Again, it's Elliott.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 75.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pettis now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. Prescott on play action. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw is Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, I tell you, Ezekiel Elliott, he is just built like a bowling ball, and he powered his way into the end zone there.
I love that description of him because when you think about Zeke, you think about lower body strength and those legs churning and creating extra yardage.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Shot here on the ground. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
46, 46.
One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out. And I know we didn't on air. But mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.